Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. So if you guys remember, about a month or so ago, Genndy Tartakovsky signed a multi-year exclusive deal with Cartoon Network Studios and Warner Brothers Animation. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a card above to that video. But in that video, I had said, I wonder if Cartoon Network is now going to try to reacquire some of their old talent. If they're going to try to reacquire Craig McCracken, Maxwell Adams, or Mr. Warburton to kind of reinvigorate the network and get it back to what it used to be in the mid-2000s by reviving or rebooting a lot of their old programs. And what do you know, this past week, or a few weeks ago depending on when this video comes out, it was announced that Craig McCracken is returning to Cartoon Network to work on the new Powerpuff Girls reboot and to work on the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends preschool reboot. So that begs the question, are they doing what I said they're doing in that video? Are they going to start to gather more and more old talent to try to reinvigorate the network back to what it was back in the mid-2000s and even the early 2010s? And I would say it definitely seems like that's what they're trying to do. Not only did they get Genndy back, now they got Craig McCracken back. We know that Maxwell Adams wants to work on that Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy movie that he got rejected last year by Cartoon Network. So what's to say that Sam Register and Michael Oline don't reach out to him now? Who's to say they don't call him on the phone and say, hey Maxwell, listen, we heard you had this good idea for Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy movie. Yeah, we know they rejected it last year, but come to Cartoon Network Studios, we want to hear what you have to say about it. What if they call up Mr. Warburton and say, hey, we saw you had this Galactic Kids Next Door thing. It was on YouTube like 4 or 5 years ago. Seems like people are pretty interested in that. Can you come down to Cartoon Network Studios so we can talk about this show idea that you have? I'm honestly would not be surprised at all if that happens. I would not be surprised if we get an announcement saying, hey, Galactic Kids Next Door is happening. Hey, we're gonna get a new Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy movie. It seems like this new direction for Cartoon Network is that they're actually going to start to acknowledge their past once again. For the longest time, you guys have heard me talk about on this channel how Cartoon Network has done a horrendous job acknowledging their old franchises. They pretend they don't exist. Well, now it seems like under this new direction, under these new executives over at Warner Brothers Discovery, it seems like they actually care now about their old franchises. They're starting to realize that they're sitting on a gold mine with all of these IPs that they've done nothing about. We're getting Foster's again. Granted, it's in the form of a preschool program, but at least that franchise is coming back. We're getting another Powerpuff Girls reboot with Craig McCracken obviously taking the helm. We're getting Genndy coming back. Who's to say that we don't get an announcement later this year or next year that Symbiotic Titan is returning? Who's to say that we don't get an announcement saying, hey, they're making a new Camp Lazlo. Hey, they're making a new Chowder special. Hey, they're going to make a new Dexter special now that Gendy's back. Dexter's Laboratory, that is. It really seems like Sam Register and Michael Oline's vision for Cartoon Network is that they want to reintroduce some old properties while also introducing brand new IPs to the industry, which is something that honestly they should have been doing for years now. There's no reason why when a show ends, that has to be the last time we ever hear about it. There's a big thing that, I've said this multiple times, but there's a big thing in the animation industry, or just in movies and TV in general. Nostalgia sells. This is something that we've all known for the past 5 or 6 years. If it's something that came out 15, 20 years ago, chances are if you bring that show back, it's going to sell today and it's going to do rather well. And it seems like Cartoon Network is finally realizing that. It's finally realizing that, hey, we have all of these golden properties, these classic IPs, why don't we do something with them? It really gets me hopeful for the future of the network. I know I've mentioned the Ben 10 6th iteration a lot before, but I'm curious now, honestly. I really am curious. That was supposed to get announced in December of 2021. It hasn't gotten announced yet. We haven't heard anything about it. Duncan Rolu has completely stopped talking about it. It's really making me wonder, has this new transition to Warner Brothers Discovery, this new change in executives, has that changed the direction of the 6th iteration of Ben 10? I am really starting to wonder now, is the 6th iteration of Ben 10 actually going to return to the original continuity? Because they're bringing back all of these old properties in new ways. Why not bring back Ben 10, the old Ben 10 again? What people actually loved about Ben 10? Because I know some people like the reboot, but the vast majority of Ben 10 fans did not like the reboot. It was drastically different from the original series. Same thing with the Powerpuff Girls reboot. So it seems to me that Cartoon Network Network is finally realizing that they have multiple audiences that they have to appeal to. It's not just that 6 to 11-year-old age demographic. There's a lot more people outside of that age 6 to 11 that enjoy these properties, that are clamoring for new series of these old classic shows. Some of those people might be under the age of 6, like we see with the case of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the preschool reboot. But what I'm trying to get at is it really seems like Cartoon Network is going to buckle down. They're going to bring back some old properties. They're going to introduce some new properties that people can enjoy, and maybe in 20 years even view the way that we view Cartoon Network series from the mid-2000s. I'm just really looking forward to the future of Cartoon Network now. I honestly can say that I am, because it really seems like they're actually trying to turn things around now. It really seems like they're focused on making quality content for all ages, not just stuff that kids will find funny because it's, you know, quick humor that you'll find funny at the age of 10, but then when you're 15 you'll think is stupid. It seems like they're making quality content now, which I can't tell you how great that is to see, and I'm really looking forward to see what the next 5 years or so of Cartoon Network's future holds for us, because it honestly seems like it's going to be something special. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. Are you guys excited with the future of Cartoon Network now that we're having Craig McCracken and Genndy Tartakovsky return to the channel? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.